big push and we locate some amount be say yemfa environment no so ebeba behwe tweme me ba sisia na afi aba beto enkomo no so date for 2024 election awo no kra claim say aba no winnie and ye chinchim ne nsa asem no court and amanfo say na dentina mo candidate no kra so winnie awie na by election aba mo san bie nomination sem crofo mefa momfa nipa no enko saa na ono enko contest eti wie na wo kana sa na wati asimo.
Yeah, I think said na Mexican special prosecutor and other security agencies, you know, Ghana for sure money say issues related to corruption. You make corruption a high risk enterprise, a high risk venture.
Okay.
And no be a concern the only job is to service to the people of this country. Problems in as for yambo na yen solve na enye avenue ye de pay ho enti si anhyase ampanish amam for in this regard na ye kasa so brabram so the kasa dodo na kasa twan to say attorney general de oye ya I know the day when ba ho so no 4 years eni akire o are you aware say akakram na twa 1 year fi o yes and the abaka kra na obese akogina Ghana for no me bisa say na omomu wi isika na say de kokoye now you are creating impressions so anywhere you scratch my back I scratch your back because that is the conversation a lot of people but this is the time because there are clear cut evidence out there nema na cause in the so I think say kasa do no ntwa so na yenye sa nema we and a special prosecutor na agile institutions you see young walking the fine lines in dealing with this because these are individuals so you don't need to create a scene unnecessary some of these things to make a case you understand take them to the proper procedure and more no kura nya ho kwan kan say obi which anteno take them through a person a lawyer what man a lawyer what then man near man emu na ho fine na I know they would no court na court to convict no kodama I don't know no be na wasem me shu ni say ya betam wuntumi enne na the whole Ghana obi a wuntumi na ne ko yoko ye firi hwa na adwene abafa no na ya create tension a wi na wom na akwada 3-4 months obi antehwe wuntumi ne nam enom party asene na asefo no mo. And the question is, what has become? I understand criminal prosecutions and as for take time, but so when you win build case in where why who created those unnecessary where my man for and I want to be court want to be I don't know if I could see so I think that we need to manage some of these things and yes it will come back to hand because happy a man for sentiment and they could do no move here. They begin to do you do that level now. Yes. So I could for there was a time Akufo ado ko fama kola market ma de omonto ma sefom na onenam so na no ema omo na omo ye friend say kaya yefoi etimi gigi susu ne na sefo aboso kan fo ye bi ba abra obekọ no oye mistake of fama kola nka ma bebo no because of amamo bone na wabu because Ghana for betena se ahwewa na eduru ba bia na so muhu se nema nkwa na omo say ye na yenhwe na that point there is nothing that you can do be mani page watum. This is the time I think we need to work but some of these theatrics and emotions are kisia jabe na mo spike na kofa landed property ni na se for no you don't need the landed property from the person before obetimi granting the because the whole essence of bill and say nipa no obetimi amana back abra wuhia no what I say and there are several ways you can do that you don't need to
close in the case
and I make say because of one what personal way into say obeye o set special your friend saying bail condition be man then amanfo beka say oh you can ye because bia nim say Paul Admochi da bia no de kisi agabenti the TV so di na tem and those things are there so I think they should find a way of managing and balancing some of these things be call Akwatia. I think it's unfortunate that the gentleman has died and it's quite sad and I think he has expressed your condolences to the family going into election. I've listened to a lot of conversation the last time your friend saying KSM interview no cry and say as NDC were majority seat abuso crop parliament so what do they need I didn't know more na ye we nyina kan na me say politics enya ne sa politics enya sorry na yakasa ye hu ye nua no mabonti enyina enyame ma politics enya ne sa
ti 275 ni nyina akura wunya obeje
no wunya obeje because it is not about NDC it is not about the MPP it is about the people at the place Why na me de me ho bona menya mpuntuo menya we. So it is a choice that has been made by the people at the Akwatia. Enye NDC ne be make that choice. Enye MPP and enye President Mahama. It is the people omo omo kura the right to decide who becomes their constituent. So Akwatia for nyina da soro no omo say oh say ya. Let them exercise that in that particular election. So this Akwatia for say okay NDC for more enti we kura no omo mfa nya hwe enti Akwatia for NDC na MPP for nyina ye ka bom de ye koto ama MPP ni no we ne a then that will be recognized. But to say ye mfa more de in politics in this anema no ho Akwatia for be akogina ballot box no ho na nipa mienu omodo omaba no omogina so hwan na beboa me hwan na betimi akwa aban mu akoka asema mama because ye to aba the ideas for development obi betimi amplify your voices ewo ye fence aban mu hwan na ye closer hwan na betimi aye na hwan na wonim die hwan na wo ahotoso me de sa atumi ni ma na obetimi aye ama me. So I think that is something that you cannot take from the people of ye fence Akwatia. I say ye mo akwanya no and the constitution am make sufficient provision for that enu ntina ye kwa akoto aba no senka o party ni wu a nka nipa party na nipa no wu free mu no emu na nko betimi replace no ayi ba ko but entisa and America no at any point in time the people must decide who represent them at any point in time the same way and the NDC dey a wo can say candidate no modern call ye ewo ye friend say Akwatia in the last end of the election na senka obi anim so ona nka o ya we ne entisa obi awu na ye kwa de amfa no nka ba ye na democracy won't mean staff full amount for unless behind the scene there has been some kind of consultation one kasa any internal thing we na man for akasa no yankwa we the yama no kwan but so one say you can't do anything. You need to walk through the fine lines of the dictate of the constitution what it says say internally no you need to open nomination obi o ya willing to go be so man no kwan won't mean see obi kwan say o we na call ye nti because enya busuya konwa ni akase kwaku adi dada na kwaku na epanyini no ene no eni saa we no ho party ni be set up ne perimeters we party ni na meet all the conditions now to me ye na oba na ye to so aba na we ne then legitimately no you are the one representing the people and ye do ko na akwa we ne then you know say me na me ko akwa ye we by elections aba besia kwa aba besia kwa you see ade ba ko ya gi the money wo krom ha by elections. And I think that we need to use this one to set an example. And maybe President Mahama will be omen and inquire we because you see, Kakrana is see or Ewa Blekumano leave a negative dent on our democracy. But in our advances in our journey where we've got into, we didn't need to witness those stuff. And by elections, you're talent by elections. Your friend is saying, Bobi Mame. Several by elections. Akwatia by elections. And your friend is saying, wait, Sam George, why you're cool. Ayawaso West were gone in as a forum. These things, you know, your body, the memory, talent is still fresh on my mind. Atiwa Kufu had so much by elections, Abaya, dear. And there are a lot of negative waiver. So this time round, you know, we need to set an example. Say this time round, you know, zero room for violence. And I am calling on the IGP. You see, the CEO, Ablekumano, there was a clear security failure, and nobody can dispute that. Go police for no maybe some free say na crusade they say so dey yo tactical gadgets kwa no be unkrabi because the assumption was that just 19 police station was going to be cool omoni bomb ho so no na metro man abcg the entire place na police for na pa metro man just say serem mu nyai it didn't make sense, you understand? So I think the police must be in their element and make sure say sa zone na ye kono no conflict, no attack, nothing will happen na yenye for the first time. Na Ghana for nkasa ya kwakoto aba by elections over the years, you know, characterized by some of these indecencies. But for the first time in so many years, you know, yetimi akoto aba Akwatia, nothing has happened. This is the kind of conversation in the coming 2nd of September after, no. Yapasi yabetena hani yabeka because I think that democracy is a journey. You move from 1, 2, 3. Yen to me nkwayachi. Oya na yekoto about techimanya yekobo amanfo tu oku omo registration na yeku nipa every elections be no kroma bia ka moja gu kroma say why
how akumsi
no ya kaso amandam ne na se fornom na ye bro amanfo tuo ne na se fornom in our democracy first Rollins no mo ye soldier for ne or hand over to Kufuor that time no kra no obi an ho wu ye o during elections na yes ye nia bia ya ba ya nim a ya fan say democracy na advancing na se fornom na some of these indecencies e characterize your national elections. I think say we need to be very bold and very decisive in dealing with some of these things, and that also means nipa no mo ayesa anema no. That is why I am still asking President Tade, the former IGP, Dampare. Say elections na year nipa wuye na se for no. Some reports, I don't know how far those things have become, but I think we need to revisit issues like Tachiman. Because teacher Kodo, yentimi hwe video a camera. Police ni soja ni jona ode to ahwe ni nua so na obo gede say obi a ogina war zone. Yes, war film what target a okunipa and the justifications are omo to abo na we yare soja ni ye tire na police ni ye tire obi to bo abo wa ye de to ni sia no ba ye kun nipa almost bear we o tachiman
akwara ba akokura wo mu a abato no kura ntubi.
It's not the killing that is the issue. The fact said the state has remained impotent in dealing with some of this. That is the issue. But the idea is that next time you kunwa, and that is not the kind of we need to send loud message to people out there. Say, it doesn't matter whether you are a police or a soldier, you are whoever. That is what I mean. I've always advocated sad death sentence, death penalty, no. Yes, I have seen a lot of people and I hear na asum nyame as ansem hunu no ye na asum nyame o ye Christopher. We see people don't understand. The reason why death penalty is there no isn't say ye kunipa o. It's a major purpose a deterrence. A deterrence. Was America or nuclear arsenal? And your friends say China and Russia will be. There is a reason why there is no way America and Russia can ever come into conflict. Because they know say niama no mukran are mutually destructive.
Yes.
And so a deterrence and obia kura because I can na nyina be and obia so America and Russia over the years what they do is proxy war. Proxy war when we kwan akose we that and the Cold War era, that's what was happening because there is no way they can ever come into now so I am for nuclear the only atomic bomb has been used once in the world history. That was when America bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It has been used once. Even atomic bomb, how much more nuclear bomb? Nobody is going to use it. But it is for tactical deterrence. And until a death penalty war. Exactly.
Cratch wouldn't now ba
because you say me and me because me that's why you and we are ready there and nobody is willing to do that. It's the reason why sana death penalty here na ye ya to atwene baby and na obi kofa uber driver no obu ni kom no ato na atwene and na no abranti ye so ye first immigration officer yi they say na damfo obu ni kom atwene ti ase no. How can we live in a country like this? Obi di na yire ko ngura me okotwa ni ti. And this na no nungwa ha ya obi ni na yire ya wedding baby I love you I'll die for you. Okofa na offer canteen ni ti free so. These things are happening.
No so o sentence we be say obenye kuo bi aba ma kasetia.
And make us say yare yenim de ye pe. Na da mom mpaye say me be death sentence in ba me de nije kra na be sign. I'm telling you. Because you don't do it for the fun. You do it to send a message to people out there. Say there are consequences. You can't just be killing people just like that. Say by accident you could be that is different. Because accident dey to me see. But say kwabrane fa na yere dia to aso ni titita akoko de you can't live. You can't.
Akwaya ai sunyano wa ba bi ko twitwa nkro.
Didi amanfo she free gym ni na se for.
Na so demu. And na say na adwene nye o kire say
so ya ni ya o na damfo for ko na plot so go bi kokun ni akosi say what I say you see and asem there ya no say e bia ni ho asem no kra ya dia we in the last bed of 10 years in here. I'm not sure any of the killing cases, you know, if you are going to, because even near my yejina so at the fine amount for because America say who's a death sentence part of their criminal way. Or more later injection electric chair there be but the reason is that they have sophisticated equipment. I use DNA and as one thing yakasa wuna wakuna indeed wuna wakuno. But ya assumption suppositions and I say and the be a chat so and also can who be so it means say your criminal justice system no we need to invest much and make sure say we start doing DNA analysis and then I say for no
I tell you accomplish here
for them for free what I say
not just
because investigators and prosecutors don't know him the more bribe and as a focus on that some do who are time their torso and the nippon so me kuna wa hand work nipa undeserved what I say
Akwatia By Election
so
violence free
yes and there are things there and the state must be very well because yeah babiem ni a bit discuss here I'm not sure say it will be in the government credit they need to do everything to show it
yeah I now say Ivan Kyei innocent researcher me no ka say Allen de Graaf Kwanza constituency